everybody, and welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Meg.
And I am Myra. Welcome back to yet another week.
Yes, we are back in the building, and we have our Patreon crew with us for our monthly live episode. So glad that you guys could join us. And if y'all want to join in on the fun, make sure you check out our Patreon, patreon.com/planners and wine. We always have a good time on these lives and in our Discord talking about all the things, all the things, all of them.
No, really. That's not an exaggeration at all. I
Yeah.
be hopping in between different channels like, oh, got something to
Mm-hmm.
say there, something to say
Yep.
there.
Mm-hmm. Always
Yeah.
a good time. Always a good time. But yeah, how has you guys this week been? Myra, how has your week been?
It's been pretty good overall. It's been wet and rainy. I think I've officially got a streaming schedule down. I've been playing
Ooh,
around with it. I
okay.
did do I know I talked about this with you and trying to figure out like how I can do more of the gaming streams with how
Mm-hmm.
chaotic this job I'm at is. And I did it this morning and it's fine, you know?
Amazing.
Yeah, did a little
That's
couple
amazing.
hours this morning. It worked out. A lot of people that's usually in my chat was like, "This is a good time," so it works out. And I still had like 2.5 hours in between ending that and starting
Mm-hmm.
this, so it isn't like back to back.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, and then once we get done with this, I still got the rest of the Sunday to
Yep.
do what I need to do. So I think that's what I may do with the gaming stream. So glad I finally figured that out because I was stressed about that.
Hey, I'm glad. That is good. That is
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, I mean, over here, I'm literally just waiting for Noah's Ark to pull up at any second because the rain is raining. It's been a lot of flooding in my area, unfortunately, really all over Tennessee, like West and Middle Tennessee has gotten a lot. I'm not quite sure about East Tennessee. Full disclosure, I really don't keep up with East Tennessee too much.
Ooh.
But I know Middle and West Tennessee has had a lot of flooding and stuff. So hopefully this rain will go away and not come again another day. So, because it's been a lot. I mean, it's great for, our grass and stuff, but actually, it's probably not great. It's probably too much. You can overwater
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's definitely too much for us. Like we can't get a chance to cut it down, and
Mm-hmm.
weeds are just out of control. And I can't
Out of
treat it
control.
because it's raining, it's just gonna wash away. So
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, we have a lot of fun things to talk about. There has been so much going on over the past 2 weeks. We have a tinge of politics going on and that we're gonna talk about on the show, but not too much because we like to keep it light, we like to keep it airy, and we don't want to give them people too much of our space and energy because that's what they like to do. They like to suck up all the space and energy, and
I
we don't have time for
know
that.
I'm
We don't
so
have time for that.
disappointed in pre-orders for the Switch 2, basically,
Oh, yeah.
because
Mhm.
politics is all around us
Mhm.
and we can't escape it as
This
much as
is a
people want to
this is
escape
a
it.
good reminder for that. This is a good reminder for that, it affects everything all the
Mhm.
time. So, you can opt out if you want to, but it's not gonna opt out of you.
It won't out out of you. That
So,
is for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot going on, but we have a fun show, lots of cool things to talk about. Even some planner community stuff that I'm excited to get into because we got some activism going on in the planner community that is not performative for once. So yay. Love it.
That was for you, for the person that be listening, waiting. There you go.
There you go. Hi. Anyway. Alrighty, before we get back into the episode, we have to talk about our friends over at Plum Paper. They are sponsoring today's episode. And make sure if you're in a little planning rut, it's a perfect time to go check out Plum Paper. I know I'm kind of in a planning rut, and we'll talk about it a little bit later.
Mhm.
And I think I need to take my own advice and hop on the Plum Paper website and see what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many options, and I love that you can just hop in
Mhm.
whenever. So if you order today, you can start with an April start.
Yep.
Usually with planners, you either get a calendar year or the
Mhm.
academic year. So having the ability to kind of hop in when you are in the
Yes.
planning rut or when you just decide to be a planner girl is like
Mhm.
a huge perk that you can't really get anywhere else.
Absolutely. And I mean, the customization over at Plum Paper is absolutely endless. Like Myra said, you can pick your start month, you can pick the day of the week that you want, whether you're a Sunday start or a Monday start. I know that causes lots of controversy, but Plum
Yeah.
Paper has everybody covered because you can literally get it customized however you want. You can add in your own personal dates, holidays, and there's just so many more options. Like you can literally select the size of planner you want, the length that you want, the binding, the cover. I could go on and on. Literally,
Yeah.
I did not cover everything.
Yeah, absolutely not. One thing I would love to see in the future, not be building in my suggestions, but
Go ahead.
wacky holidays. Have that be an option
Ooh,
because they have like if
yeah,
you're in Canada, they have the Canada ones. I
they
think they have
do.
Mexico too, like
Yeah,
and then also of course US like holidays. But
yeah,
like I think it would be really cool to have those wacky holidays like in there
yeah.
if it was an option to just click on it. I mean,
I think that's a
obviously,
fantastic idea.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can go through and put them in yourself because
Mm-hmm.
it's that custom, but I would love to see like maybe
Just a
that in the
button
future. Yeah,
that you
just a
can
button.
press. That
Yeah.
is a fantastic idea. Plum
Yeah.
Paper, if you're listening, go ahead and add that to the list of ideas. They also have over 50 layouts for you to choose from. So many add-ons, whether it's home, work, school, or hobbies. Plum Paper has got you covered. I love adding the coloring pages to my Plum Paper planner. It give you a nice little thing to do if you're bored in a meeting at work or anything like that. Or if
Mhm.
you just love to color, they got you covered. So yeah, definitely check out
Yeah.
Plum Paper, guys. And we don't even have to go too deep into it, but I did want to give Cory Booker his props. He set the record for the longest speech on the Senate floor. Well, he broke the record for the longest
Mhm.
speech on the Senate floor of 25 hours. And I'm not 100% sure of the minutes. It was like 5 or 8 minutes or something like that. And to be standing up there talking, like, I thought I was a yapper. He gets the award for like biggest yapper of all time because I know it was very well planned, very well thought out and orchestrated by him and his team. But man, like I just can't even like I went to sleep and woke up and he was still going. I went to work and got home and he was still going. Like it was crazy. And I'm so proud of him and I totally forgive him for voting in favor of the TikTok ban. We can let that go now. We can let that go now.
Yeah, definitely shout out to him, especially breaking the record for some racist asshole.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that Strom Thurmond had the record. He had the first record of 24 hours and I believe like 8 minutes or something for
Mhm.
protesting the Civil Rights Act, and it was broken by a black man. So Strom is looking up at us, mad as hell, and I love that for him.
Mm,
Yeah,
pour no
yeah.
water out for that man.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Mm-mm.
the gag
Have
is
fun in
the
Hellstrom. We know that you're there.
in 2 hours after he got done, they passed the Civil Rights Act.
Yeah, they
So
did
you
it
did all
anyway.
that for nothing.
He did all that for
And
nothing.
now you can go into obscurity after this
Hmm.
record
We're
is
gonna
broken.
forget you.
Yeah.
We're gonna forget you. Yeah, we'll never forgive you, but we'll forget you.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was so satisfying, and it was so much pointless discourse online on TikTok in particular about why Cory Booker did this. Does it have any type of impact? Was it performative? Yada yada yada. And I was just so over it by the end of the week. I'm just like, y'all, everybody is screaming from the rooftops for the Democrats to do something legislatively. They can't do a lot. So these
Yeah.
symbolic things, I'm sorry, they do make a difference. They do help. I mean, I feel like it really kind of inspired a lot of people and really kind of lit a fire under a lot of people to see him do that, to see somebody care so much. And just to be fair, reading letters from constituents all over the country, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes
Yeah.
a difference. So yeah, I it was impactful to me, and I think it was impactful for the people who actually care and aren't actually being performative online because yeah, it's crazy.
these people are the ultimate performative people, and like at the core of it, any activism is performative. Like there's nothing we can do. We can't change anything. We don't have any power to. So this is what can be done. And you can't on one hand be like, do something, somebody do something, and then be like, oh, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
And it's the same people that are just on TikTok sitting on their sofa, not doing anything.
I mean, it's the Where's Kamala crowd. Like she isn't a private citizen who really ain't got no power. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now you have somebody who's actually an elected official taking a stance, and that's not good enough. It's just, I feel like this like nitpickiness and this like need for like perfection is like the type of shit that got us into this in the first place. So yeah, if you're screaming on the rooftop that you want your elected officials to do something, I hope that you're doing something as well and not just talking about it on TikTok.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 15 of y'all.
Yeah.
Complaining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Cory Booker. And speaking of performative, y'all, Chappell Roan is making it real hard for me to be a fan of hers. And let me just explain something to y'all. I love her music. I really, 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 really enjoy her music. She is probably one of the first instances of artists whose music I really love down. And I just like, the more I learn about them as a person, the less I can stand them, because like it's like every time she opened her mouth, and I'm not even talking about her comments on parenthood and motherhood that went viral. It was so crazy to me that that was so much of the focus from her Call Her Daddy interview that I feel like the other stuff, how she spoke about politics and or her lack of wanting or caring to be involved in politics anymore, kind of flew under the radar for a minute, and then that stuff eventually started to go viral and people started to pay attention to that, because I definitely think that was the more interesting and telling part of the conversation. Because I mean, I don't know. I know it's people probably listening to this, screaming at us like, oh my God, who cares what celebrities have to say about politics and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like that doesn't apply to Chappell Roan because she put herself into the conversation of politics. Nobody put her there. Her whole persona and the whole creation of her career has put her smack dab in the middle. Like, you can't dress and drag in all of your performances and say you don't care and don't want to talk about politics. How do you do
drag
that?
is political in itself.
Thank you, Myra. Thank you.
No, you can't just take the fun, cutesy, demure parts of it and erase the hardship and the politics and the protest. Like, drag is a protest.
Chappell said yes you can. Chappell said yes you can take the cutesy parts and not the not fun part. She said yes she can.
She reminds us that she is a cis white woman every single day.
Yeah.
If you forgot, she gonna remind you, because that's peak.
Disappointing. I mean, to say the least. Disappointing to say the absolute least. And a lot of people have talked about, her roots and growing up in the Midwest and having her like a Republican family allegedly and all that, and how that's kind of seeping into all this. And yeah, it's really unfortunate because, like I said, I love me some Chappell music down, but I just need to know less about her. I would like to know. It makes me think, are we
getting into appropriation?
Well,
because it seemed like it was appreciation at first, but for you to be like, to try to take out the politics and the negative aspect that comes with drag or comes with the queer community, it's given like,
it's icky.
Yeah,
it's definitely icky. Yeah.
I
agree. I totally agree. Not good, Chappell. Please do. People been calling about her real name Kaylee. Kaylee, this is some Kaylee behavior. if I'd have ever heard it.
Yeah, the name's fitting.
Kaylee behavior.
The name
Truly.
is fitting.
Bring Chappell back, because this is Kaylee talking and I can't do it. I can't do it, girl. It's not cute. But yeah, me and Mason love us some Pink Pony Club and Hot to Go. We be singing it at the top of our lungs in the car. And I'm gonna still sing it, but girl, I need you to chill out. Like, no more talking. No more talking. Yeah, also something really cool to come out of the NFL. Y'all, I don't know why I cannot remember this player's name. It's Kalen Saunders. He is a NFL player, and he's hosting a LGBTQ plus friendly training camp this summer. He has gone out of his way to, just make it very clear that this is LGBTQ plus youth friendly, to make sure there is an inclusive space for kids of all, backgrounds, gender identity, sexuality, all of that. And I just like that. I mean, it's not like a huge story. I think it should be bigger, but I just love seeing that, especially coming out of something like the NFL. Definitely didn't expect to say anything positive about the NFL on the show ever. But we gotta give props when props are due, and I think that is really cool.
That is really cool. Yeah, I know. He was like, football is for everybody.
Period.
Which is something that you wouldn't think to say. I would probably believe this more from the NBA than NFL, but yeah, shout out to him, because football should be for everybody.
Exactly.
Sports should be for everybody. Like, why it has to be?
Girl, we know why.
You
know why, because anyway. But yeah, I just thought that was just a really great thing, and I just definitely want to give him props for that. So I'm glad we have a mix of like positive and performative on the show today. You know what I'm saying? Everything falls into one of those.
I'm still aggravated at Kaylee.
Yeah, Kaylee, do better. True. Or just don't talk to us. Beyonce has not talked to us for real in years. You know what I'm saying? And at least we do still know where she stands on most things, but it's definitely not like, if you don't have nothing good to say, like, just don't, because you whining about how unfair it is for you to be a rich celebrity and to have anybody expect anything from you is literally outrageous. Nobody wants to hear that shit, Kaylee. Be more like Caitlyn. Don't be a Kaylee, be a Caitlyn. Okay.
It's like, just the conversations that she's having in the public sounds like something that you need to talk to your rich group chat friends about. Because there's certain things that just is not going to translate well when you're talking to the masses. Like, I get like not wanting to be a celebrity or being attacked. I understand that part of it, but the way she has these conversations around shit, why are you doing interviews? Why the fuck are you doing interviews when you don't like being in the spotlight?
That's a great question. It's a great question. Okay, also, we definitely got some Wicked for good news. So apparently the trailer has been viewed. They played it at CinemaCon, but it has not been released to the public. And the one time that people respect the rules and don't record shit with their phone is like the worst possible time ever. It has not even been leaked. I'm so pissed.
I've been waiting for y'all to drop it in the chat.
Girl, I've been looking. I have been looking. Now, I have gotten people describing it, but it's not the same.
I don't want your interpretation of. Give me the footage. And
I'm just like, it's like these people, they don't want to get banned from CinemaCon for life. But I'm like, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the greater good. And what's stopping you from making a troll page on TikTok and just posting it anonymously? What's stopping y'all from doing that? When y'all got this on your phone?
I don't know. These people at CinemaCon must also work for Beyonce, because
girl, they got this shit locked. They must have took people's phones at the door. They must have took people's phones at the door, because there's no way nobody got their phone out to get a glimpse. There's no way.
Yeah.
But so hopefully,
it's fine.
Hopefully we'll be seeing it in the next couple of weeks, because it's just been like First they were like, oh, they're gonna play it during the Super Bowl. Then it was like, oh no, oh, they're gonna premiere it at the Oscars. Girl, it's April now. It is April.
And it comes out in like November again, right?
It does. And I believe that the like Wicked, I think there was like a Super Bowl commercial, or they played it like around like the first trailer around January, February, or something like that. So I don't know. I guess they know that we're just like on pins and needles, like waiting for this.
He says, y'all gonna come see this shit regardless. And you right.
We want to. We just want to like have something that we
can
like dissect over and over and over again. Exactly. Yeah, Jeanette said in the chat, who is going to volunteer as tribute to drop the footage? Literally.
I mean, they really will be volunteering as tribute because you ain't going to have no career.
That's what I'm saying. A troll page, an anonymous troll page. Okay. Yes, they can still find your IP address, but come on. Absolutely. But yeah, so I'm really excited. Hopefully, by the time we do the next episode, we can talk about it. That will be so amazing. Because that's this is what is keeping me alive at this point. It's the hope to see Wicked for good.
Honestly, that Kendrick and Beyonce is pushing me through 2025.
Truly.
And obviously, we will have a trailer well before Beyonce concert, so that trailer will push me through till November.
Exactly. It's just pushing us forward. And I do believe, I'm not sure of the date of the first Cowboy Carter tour stop, but we might be able to talk about it a little bit on the next episode if it's already out.
Sometime in May, ain't it? Right?
I think the first shows are this month.
Oh.
I'm not sure when.
Why do we keep doing this to ourselves and picking the dates like in the middle of the summer? So now we got to sit back and wait.
Girl, I know. And I feel like I did such a good job at avoiding any footage of Renaissance last year. I'm still seeing new outfits for Renaissance that I never saw. I'm like, wow, I really was in my bag hiding from all this. But I don't know if I can do it for Cowboy Carter. I'm not gonna watch too much. I do want some stuff to be surprises, but I might not go cold turkey like I did for Renaissance, because I was doing a really good job at avoiding everything for Renaissance for a long time. So I don't know.
I might have to. Know.
You think you might try to not to see anything?
If I could do it for Renaissance, and those are way more shows than this.
It was more shows.
I think I'd do it for this.
It was more shows. I'm just dying to know what it's gonna be like. I'm just dying to know, but we'll see. Yeah, we should get some footage in the next couple weeks, because the Beehive don't play, and we'll have it going out, and we'll record
and we'll go live and everything.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, this is one last thing I want to talk about before we take a quick break. So as y'all know, there were protests all over the country yesterday, protesting the things that this administration is doing, rightfully so. And there were like hundreds of thousands of people. I heard one report of maybe 1 million people in total protesting all over the country. I'm not 100% sure of the numbers, but I know it was like some massive protests going on, which is amazing. But there's one lady who I unfortunately share a first name with, named Megan. She decided to review her experience at her first protest. Yeah. Here's what she said. She said, thoughts from my first protest. 1, my kid was bored. I don't think it would be too hard to arrange a bouncy castle or something.
At a protest.
The rest of this really don't matter, but she did give it an 8 out of 10 overall. Would do it again.
Is it spelled the same, Megan, too?
Yes, unfortunately. She definitely deserves to have an H in there.
Yeah.
You have an out. She is a white woman.
Oh, true.
That is not out. Okay? She is not a black Megan. She's a white Megan.
Excuse me, it's right.
Yeah.
A bouncy house because her kid was bored.
And Jeanette said, first of all, who reviews a protest? Who reviews a protest like it's a book? Girl, and then not only did Megan do that, Megan doubled down and tripled down on this. Let me read you one more thread of hers, because she has started getting responses, and she was not happy that people were not happy with her. And she said, me to the internet. I'm going to my first protest and I'm nervous. The internet, we got you. We can do this. Thanks for showing up. You're going to have so much fun. Who the fuck told you that anyway?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
3 hours later, me to the internet. I went to my first protest and I think it was great, but it'd be awesome if we were more inclusive of families and children. That's not what you said. And then she says, the internet, are you crazy? Protests are not supposed to be fun. Why don't you organize your own protest next time? You don't understand anything. Yeah, Megan. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's not what I think that would have went over a little bit better than a bouncy house, bitch.
She did not say inclusive for families. She specifically said a bouncy house, and she had a later thread that said it's not that hard to rent a bouncy house. So I don't get why y'all mad at me, basically. Protests are not for your enjoyment, entertainment, fun. Like, and somebody made a really good point on Threads. They were like, God forbid a bunch of these kids are in a bouncy house and then some like, you know, tear gas is shot off by the police or something goes left and people are scrambling to find their fucking child, because we know you're not going to stand there with your child. We know you're not going to do that.
At that point, like, that's just not even safe for the kid. Just period. You acting like you going to a damn carnival or something.
She thought she was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why we here in the first place. Because these people want this fluffy duffy, make it convenient for me, you know, make sure that everything checks the list for me to vote for you. Like this, you, Megan, not black Megan, white Megan. Period. You are the reason why we are here. Yeah. Like, imagine that. Like, if you felt like your kid wasn't going to be a burden to you, is kind of what I'm hearing. Then don't bring your child.
I mean, we just know that, you know, during the civil rights movement, Megan would have been at home on her couch because she couldn't. Like, and it's like, if you can't take the heat, like, protests are voluntary. Nobody is forcing you to go to them. It's really giving you just went to just give yourself a little pat yourself on the back, especially since when people were telling you, hey, this is a messed up thing to say, what's wrong with you? You just decided to triple down on it and not be like, you know what, that was really tone deaf and ridiculous of me to say that. Yeah. I did not read the room. Like, I should not, like, that would have been the more appropriate response, but instead you tripled down on it and you got dragged for it and you deserve to get dragged. And I was really upset because this fairly big, like, political commentator, I guess you call him, his name is Keith Edwards. He jumped in like Captain Save-A-Ho to tell Black women that they were bullying her for talking about this and pointing out how stupid it is, talking about, well, she just didn't know any better. Has Megan never read a fucking history book? Has she never heard about how protests usually go? Like, nobody goes in thinking it's going to be some type of carnival. Like, what's wrong with you?
So she learned nothing at the protest. Is this political person a white man?
Of course, he's a gay white man at that, which is really insane. Yeah. I'm block you now because the fact that you're going to defend her and call Black women bullies for literally, because he was talking to Jessie Woo. All Jessie Woo did was screenshot her threads that are still up, by the way, and repost it and was like, how crazy is this? And he was like, how dare you attack her and bully her and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, by screenshotting and reposting her words that are still up that she's doubling down on, that's bullying now?
Is given. Oh, why are you being aggressive?
Yeah, that's what it was given, and that's why Keith got blocked. That is why Keith got blocked, and Megan is blocked as well. They're both on the block list because, yeah, that was just absolutely ridiculous, absolutely insane. Like, she deservingly was dragged,
and they wonder why Black women in masses are like, y'all got it. The fuck?
No, literally.
Y'all don't listen, and then y'all turn around and be like, we're aggressive for calling something out.
Yeah.
But listen to Black women.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Megan is not a 13-year-old girl. She's a grown woman with a child. She should know better. She should know better. Like, these are not the first protests in history to where you just don't know how it's going to go, girl. Like, this has been a thing. Clearly, you've never been a part of it.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
To begin with.
I know.
Expecting a bouncy house.
Who told her it was going to be fun? That's who I would like to talk to. Can it be fun? Yes. Can it have fun, lighthearted moments? Yes, but you're not there for fun. That is fun. Is not the purpose. Entertainment is not clearly to her. It is, but to most of us people with the brain, like we know better.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've got dragged Megan across threads by your red hair, and it was well deserved. Well deserved, girl. Because they still up. The thread's still up. Yeah.
And this is why I don't vote and I don't protest, because this is how you guys act. I don't know how she sound, but that's how.
Have fun in your red Handmaid's Tale outfit, Megan, because then you want to take the attitude, fine. Like what? But yeah, I couldn't, like, her actions alone really pissed me off, and everybody was talking about it. But then, like, seeing that commentator who, you know, is pretty legitimate and well respected take that stance was actually insane. It was actually insane.
I mean, I guess you won't know because you blocked them, but
I won't know. Hopefully somebody can let me know. I think he will. I think he will eventually walk it back. Because it was just so stupid. It was just so insanely stupid of him to even jump in. Like, these were her words that she's doubling down on. Like, why can't anybody be held accountable ever?
Yeah, I seen that on Threads. I was like, oh, let me go walk back to Threads, see what's going on over here.
Ghetto.
Left right back out. I said, oh, nope.
I'm
don't
piss
out. Me off. Don't piss me off.
Yep. Lisa said, like, ma'am, rent that bounce house for your backyard so you can make your 5 calls uninterrupted. Okay. You want the protest to provide child care? Girl, be so for real. Yes, bullying her, Kendra. They called it bullying her.
Yeah. Hey, Kendra and Crystal.
Hey,
yeah.
We just
welcome in. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I agree, Kendra. I think the word bullying is used way too loosely. People use it to try to escape accountability and not listen to what people are saying. And it's a red flag for me. It's a red flag to me, especially if you jump to Black women are bullying you, Black women are being too mean to you, Black women are attacking you. It's absolutely a red flag.
Yeah, bullying is being used as a scapegoat. Sometimes mental health gets used as a scapegoat too, but
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just too much going on. I'm a log back out of Threads. Remember when I deleted Threads for 2 months or 3 months?
I know. I was trying to slowly come back because I seen y'all was posting on there. I'm like, okay. Then that's literally that was the first thing. I think it was from Jessie Wu, like her screenshot is what I seen. I said, I'm gonna head out.
I think I'm done head
out. Yeah.
I think that's enough Threads for 2025. I think I'm done. So I did delete the Facebook app off my phone.
I did too.
Because, oh my God, Facebook has gotten so ghetto, and now I'm getting fed like these like conservative, like leaning like news sources for some reason. I'm like, I know y'all don't think I'm interested in this. You got to just be off my phone. I would just delete it, but I have to have access to it for work. But yeah, I'm not going to be accessing it leisurely anymore because I literally can't take marking them. I can't take it.
Patreon members, if y'all still over on the Facebook group, we are not there.
We're not there. We're probably gonna delete it. Nah, because we just forgot.
We should archive it.
Yeah, I think we should go ahead and archive it.
But check out the pin post on Patreon. It will show you step by step how to do Discord. If you're worried about Discord, it's nothing to be worried about. I hate to be like, get the app, but like, just get the app.
Get the app.
You get freed from all those weird Facebook stuff. I mean, unless you like that, which you don't, because you listen to the show.
If you hear, you don't like that. Yeah. If you are here, you do not
just
like
a gentle reminder for our Patreon folks that may still be over there. Definitely come over to Discord. It is so free.
All right, y'all. So we are back.
I love our lives with the Patreon. Like, y'all are missing out. Y'all are missing out, but yes, we are back.
Yes, we are back, and we have to talk about some goings on in the planner community, man, we have not talked about simplified planner in a while. But obviously Emily Lay is making literal big headlines because she is suing the Trump administration. She is the owner and founder of Simplified Planner, and she is suing the Trump administration over these tariffs that he has placed on, multiple countries. And, she's basically fighting for her small business because, unfortunately, the reality that a lot of people do not want to face is the fact that these tariffs are going to harm a lot of Americans, but especially small business owners. And so she has been, making lots of noise and good trouble regarding that. And I just wanted to give her props because, unfortunately, we just don't see that a lot in the planner community. Even though a lot of shops and businesses are going to be affected by these tariffs, I have not heard a lot about it in the planner community, unfortunately. And I think it's kind of crazy to me that I think so many business owners in the planner community have taken the stance of being apolitical and staying out of it, as to not, piss off their customer base, have anybody who might be a part of MAGA be mad at them or not, want to buy from them anymore. But it's like, because your silence has helped this person get into office who is literally going to run your business anyway.
Yeah, the only people I've heard from are people who've always spoke out about stuff. Like,
yes.
Yeah, I'm like Bess from Ice Planner Action kind of broke it down as well. Like, and even Emily has been very vocal this entire time. So this isn't something like, oh, it's affected me, let me say something now. Like, she's been vocal the entire time. So shout out to her for that. But it is strange that this community specifically, like 90% of y'all are getting y'all stuff from China. And at this point, I'm pretty sure that y'all are still pricing y'all stuff below a profit margin that y'all would probably like, because nobody's spending $15 for a roll of washi. So now, like, you're at the point where you're not going to get any profit. Like, your business is going to go under. And the fact that a lot of people aren't speaking up, or we're only seeing them in the comments of something like this, it's kind of wild. Like, this is y'all whole business. This community will not exist because of these tariffs.
Exactly. That's exactly right. I mean, it's just so, they're needless in so many different ways, and we're obviously just not even going to go down that whole rabbit hole. But I do feel like this is extremely relevant to the planner community, small businesses, all these woman-owned businesses, a lot of minority-owned businesses too. And this is the impact of elections. And just because, like I said earlier, just because you opt out of politics don't mean politics are going to opt out of you. Just because you try to shield your business from politics doesn't mean that politics are going to let you. So, because what do you do now? You've been bending over backwards not to lose MAGA customers, and now you're going to lose your whole business because of MAGA. That's crazy. That's crazy.
MAGA customers will not pay the up price either. No. And we just do not have, a lot of people are like, well, manufacture it here. We don't have the infrastructure. Our dollar is much higher than China. So there, even though like people in China are getting paid, and I think this was Emily who stated this, like, for the factories that she used, they're getting paid a livable wage there.
There.
But they have the inch there. I mean, their dollar doesn't go as long as ours, and they have the infrastructure for that. Like, we have factories and stuff here, but you don't have it that can produce as much as you need, and you don't have the workers.
That's the whole reason it's not here now, y'all. Like, can we be so for real? Like, who knows how long ago, decades ago, a lot of these CEOs discovered that they can manufacture a lot of stuff overseas for way cheaper and increase their profits. And that's what the fuck they have been doing this whole time. Y'all think that they're just going to magically not want to do that anymore? That's why it was there in the first place.
And people like Walmart and, these big box, Amazon or whatever, they can afford to pay a little bit more to pass it off to us ultimately. Like, these small businesses cannot do that. They will go under.
Yeah, and y'all will drag them. Y'all are not cool with that either. None of y'all want to pay $15 a roll for a roll of washi. Like, be so for real. None of y'all want to
Mad at
pay
the prices now.
$200 for a planner. Nobody's gonna do that. Like, be honest with yourselves about that. Like, so yeah, it's, and Julie said in the comments, she said, I need folks to take a supply chain course. And if you don't want to do that, just fucking listen to people who know more than you. How about that? And don't be getting in Emily's comments telling her how to run her business when you don't have a business.
That part.
Like the
that
amount
part.
of advice,
like you got all the solutions, but ain't never did nothing.
Where your business at?
Can't even plan a family reunion. And you talking about her whole ass business, her whole ass livelihood, that she has workers that are American that works under her, and she has to make sure this business keep going so they don't lose their jobs.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, Nori said in the chat, it also takes a long time to build new manufacturing facilities, years. Folks act like these businesses can just start producing in the U.S. on the dime. I mean,
it don't work like that.
Is it magic? Is Harry Potter making factories? Is it Minecraft in real life where you just easily making stuff? Like, no, guys. Like, stuff takes time and money.
Yeah, even if it could be done, like, who has 3, 4, 5 years to wait for this infrastructure and to employ people? People have to fucking work there, and none of y'all want factory jobs. None of y'all do.
Yep. And Sarah said in the chat, people act like they're willing to pay significantly higher prices too, and they're not.
They're not.
I mean, they are not.
They're
like the
complaining
amount
about the prices now.
Yeah. Lisa said, "This was and is the beauty of a global economy. We all rely on each other for various parts of our individual economies. We're truly all in this together." Lisa, when you gonna run for office? Because that was a bar, that was a word. And I need more people like all this like individualism.
Yeah, it's so Americanized. Yeah,
it's so gross, and it's not doing what you think it's doing. Like, we look like fucking idiots. Okay.
Yeah, we cannot make it without the rest of the world. We just can't. We rely specifically China. We rely so much on them. Like, there's no way we could make it without the rest of the world.
Exactly. Nori said, Emily is standing on business. I appreciate her speaking directly to other white women. Because best believe it was probably 100% of white women in her comments trying to tell her how she can do her business better than she can. I'm like, I don't think that she would be going to these lengths to file the fucking lawsuit against the president of the United States if it wasn't absolutely necessary, life or death for her business. And again, if y'all out there listening, if you have a business in this community and you care about it, you need to speak up and speak now. Yes, it's a little late, but it's better late than never. And y'all just being like in the comment sections or something and not taking a stance is not helping you, because you're gonna end up losing your business anyway because of shit like this. Like, you never gonna get what you want to get, like being spineless. Like, take a stance, my God. Like, we've been literally screaming this from the rooftops for 5 years to people in this community to take a stance.
And yet now when we're in the shitter, basically now, like, but you said, like, better late than never. But like you said, we've been screaming this from the rooftops. And I just, the people that you were trying to keep as clienteles or as customers or whatever are the same people who would refuse to spend $200 on your planner. They would not pay for it. So what are you defending? What are you going to lose? Like, they either not going to pay for it, or they're going to be mad because you are quote unquote anti-Trump. And I do believe Emily is anti-Trump, but at the end of the day, like, this is just like, I'm trying to save my fucking business. This is going to hurt my business. But y'all just see, anything against Trump is, anti or whatever. I also, the fascination that these maggots have with Trump is insane. Like, why you're worshiping this person as if he is a god?
No, they think he is, or a king, or something like that. Like, to them, he is, and that's what's scary.
That is scary. You can't be American and be like, I'm going to worship this person as a king.
Yep.
How was that any type of American pride? Like, we are supposed to be a democracy. We are supposed to be fair, but yet King Trump.
They weird,
Was
bro.
it? Yeah.
They weird, bro. That's all there
They
is to
weird.
it. They just weird. Like it's weird. It's been weird. And now it's literally costing people their jobs and their livelihoods, left and right. And it's like, I hope that Trump flag keep you warm when you're homeless, because this ain't it. This ain't it. And you done lost your whole retirement. You trying to move in with them kids who don't speak to you no more because you love Trump so much. Call me then. How about that?
This is insane.
This is insane.
I'll talk about it after the show because it kind of goes on a different tangent. But I seen the TikTok regarding like folks are not prepared to be unemployed for 2 years.
No.
But yeah, we'll go in more detail again. This is why you need to join the Patreon because we be deep diving over here.
We
but
deep diving.
Yeah. But shout out to Emily. I really appreciate this. And this is a huge stand, specifically, like you said, with this community, because most of the business owners in this community, not all, most remain silent. And they have always been silent, and they have always been apolitical. So this is a huge, huge stand. And we'll see where it goes. We'll definitely keep a look on it.
This is really being about it, not just talking about it, not moving in silence or whatever people think they fucking doing behind the scenes. Like, no, this is like some real stuff. So shout out to her. And also Emily, like, or Simplified, they are having their spring release of their academic year planners in a couple days. So by the time this podcast is out, those are going to be available. Definitely check them out. She has a lot of new like layouts and stuff that I didn't even know, or she has like 1 or 2 new layouts that I didn't even know were there. So definitely check her out and support her business, because we like to support businesses who speak up and speak out. So shout out to her. Moving on, speaking of not speaking up or speaking out, Happy Planner, y'all, we gotta talk because
well, facts are facts, America.
Look, if Happy Planner has no enemies, I'm dead. Okay, that's all I got to say.
And they know it.
Oh my God. So they finally have their spring release. The preview is going to be on April 10th. So by the time y'all are hearing this podcast, you'll be able to check out the preview. And some people have found some of the spring release in stores. I'm not sure which stores, but I've seen pictures on social media.
Like Hobby Lobby.
Was it Hobby Lobby? Maybe so. Like maybe Hobby Lobby, maybe Michael's. I'm not 100% sure. But I just wanted to have a conversation about Happy Planner and just like how I believe that since the sale of Happy Planner to that company, I feel like everything that made Happy Planner special, unique, cute, fun has just been sucked out of it. I feel like, because I can honestly say, regardless of my feelings about Happy Planner as far as their political stances and things like that, how they've impacted the community, all that type of stuff, the stuff was cute. Okay, the stuff was creative.
They have personality.
The stuff, it was so fun. Yeah. Like Happy Planner's heyday was really a time to be alive. Truly, I mean, it's literally what got us really into this community, and every aspect of that has just been sucked out of it. And I really hate that, because like we know that, I mean, we pretty much knew from the onset that whatever company bought Happy Planner, they didn't care about the company. They just saw a really profitable business venture and they decided to go for it. And I don't know how they're doing as far as like profits and stuff now. It's hard for me to picture it being, you know, as high as it maybe was when they bought the company, because now it's just like, it's just so not special anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Sarah said a lot of the charm is gone. And Kendra said every ounce of joy is just gone. Like that was the magic that I think this company did not understand. The magic that Happy Planner had was the charm, the joy, the personality, the connection to the community. And now it just is a well-oiled machine cranking out stuff that, you know, Disney stuff. No shade to Disney. But they just keep cranking out like copy
more of the same.
Yeah. It's just more of the same stuff that's sold well. And it's like, what was fun about these like previews and getting ready for these releases is to see like what designs that they came up with, what kind of layouts and covers
Yep.
and like it just,
The
and all
sticker
that is
books,
gone. Yeah.
all that is just
All of it's just stock
gone.
images, honestly. I mean, it
Yeah.
may not be, but that's what it
Yeah.
felt like.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, like when I saw some of the pictures of the new release that somebody found in store, it like 9 out of 10 of those planners look like it was something that could have came out 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
5 years
It
ago.
was just
Yeah.
it's just like it's like they've realized that people want that magic back. And so instead of like organically creating it, they're just trying to take cues from what worked in the past and just do
Mhm.
that over again. And this is like I'm not sure if this was ever confirmed, but I know at some point there were rumblings about them getting rid of like a design team and stuff. I totally think that that has happened because I don't understand like why it's so bad now. It's just
Mhm.
so generic. And like I said, we could have said a lot of things about Happy Planner over the years. Generic was not one
Mm-mm.
of those things at all. Like it was always fun, it was always new, it was always different than what other people were doing. And now it's just like I said, it's just generic. Like it's no different than any other planner that you would see in
At
Walmart
Walmart.
or
Yeah.
something, you know? And I hate that so much. And regardless, like I said, how I feel about Happy Planner the company overall, like I hate that this was the result of them selling that company because it's just not special anymore. And it was special. That's why it's such a big deal.
Yeah. No, yeah, I 1000% agree with all of that. It's like, I mean, they could have cornered the market of being the planner with personality, but it's
Mm,
affordable at Walmart. But it's just like it's
mm-hmm,
no different than like you wouldn't even been able to tell. Like somebody
mm-hmm.
who wasn't familiar with Happy Planners like logo or whatever, it would just be like this is just
Yeah.
one of the few planners that I'll
Mm-hmm.
pick up at I'm getting milk or whatever. But
Right.
they could have
Right.
really still cornered themselves as like we're
Mhm.
affordable but
Mhm.
fun. You know,
Agreed.
we make stuff for people who just don't want like a traditional Walmart planner. But
I
yet you
know.
can still get this at Walmart kind of thing. You ain't breaking the bank
Yeah,
for it.
exactly. And I feel like all the other like big planner brands that are in this community have something really special that like sets them apart. Like I feel like, Plum Paper is the planner that you can customize to death. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? Like Aaron Conjuring is like the really nice high end planner with the really amazing like paper or whatever. Like
mhm.
what sets Happy Planner apart now from any other planner in like Walmart or something? Literally nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they had that corner of the market down lock, like the people
Mhm.
that love to be creative and franken
Mhm.
plan, and you can pull in and out, but yet you want something that's fun. Like you don't want
Mhm.
the I work in corporate EC planner.
Right. Right. Right.
You want
Right.
something a
Yeah.
little bit more affordable
Mhm.
that you can pull in and pull
Yes.
out, but still has it colorful and fun and
Mhm.
girly.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, I think that was a part of the appeal. It was so
Yeah.
affordable. You could Frankenplan all you wanted, buying 3, 4 planners for one setup, which we all have been guilty of, not just us.
Yeah. And
You can do
girl math.
Yeah,
Feel like you saving.
exactly. Exactly. And then with the stickers, like I can't remember the last time I saw a Happy Planner release where the stickers were something like
Yeah.
really cute and special that I just had to have. Like even over the years that when I've been having my moments with Happy Planner, like this I still was sticking by the stickers. I was still
Yeah.
sticking by the stickers. I cannot say that anymore. It's
Mm.
probably been at least a year or so since I've
Yeah, I
purchased
haven't
even
seen,
stickers
yeah.
from them.
Yeah.
So
It's sad to see. It's sad to
mhm.
see. Yeah, like folks are saying in the chat, Nori Mitch, I remember when they launched those rose gold discs. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've also snuck away on my lunch break too. Hobby Lobby and Michael's trying to find this
Wait,
stuff.
that and also like trying to get like all the wrong sticker books because girl, the
Oh
wrong
yeah, and
sticker
they were
books.
different versions at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah,
What a time.
they took the girl who had the champagne in her hand off the cup.
Yeah,
They was like,
because
not up
Jesus.
in here. No champagne in here. That was just such a time, and it was so cool. And them doing like collabs like that. And I know they're still
Yeah.
doing collabs, but it just doesn't feel the same at all. It
It-
just
Also, the
doesn't.
collabs aren't really connected to the planner community. Like, I'm sure
Yeah.
these are small
Yeah.
indie artists, but I'm sure they just have no clue. of the connection and
Totally agree.
how this community is. They just happen to be artists, which,
Yeah.
love that for them. That's a good way to get introduced to a new audience, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't feel connected to
Mm-hmm.
the core planner community. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
what a time.
Exactly. I know. Kendra said, let me get on the team. I have a lot of suggestions and creativity, but then again, I'm opinionated. I don't know how well that will go. Girl, they need some opinions in there, clearly. Clearly, some opinions are needed. Yeah, because it just ain't it. It's just not hidden, and it's just really disappointing because I do believe that Happy Planner is just like one of them staple companies in this community. And they're like you said, Myra, like it's just like there's just no real connection to the
Mhm.
community anymore. It just is really, really lacking. And the thing that's really missing is just that authenticity and that creativity. Like, where is that? So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's happening if they have a true design team or if they just, clip arting to their heart's content. Who knows? But they need to get that design team back because yeah, that was when you could say a lot of things about Happy Planner, but you couldn't come at them for that until
No.
now. So
No, yeah, yeah. The passion is just not there. I mean, when it's just
mm-hmm,
a business and you don't have the passionate people that were into planning or into
mm-hmm.
designing and
It
even
shows.
tap to the community, yeah, it,
Yeah.
it definitely shows in the product. So they're just pumping out stuff. I'm sure people are buying it. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if maybe the planner community isn't their demographic or if
Mm-hmm.
they're just like, we've already marketed that. They're gonna buy
Mm-hmm.
regardless kind of thing. But I don't know. Are the girls like eating that stuff up at Walmart? I don't know.
Look, if you eating this up, let me know because I truly don't see it anymore. I don't see nobody talking about these releases the way we were a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I definitely don't think anybody in this community
mm-mm.
for sure. I'm curious if it's just like people who just
Mm-hmm.
like stationery. Maybe they are eating it up. But I mean, if
Right.
that's working for them, that's great. But it is sad to see, being somebody who came into this from the Happy Planner door or whatever. But
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. But yeah,
Well,
y'all, that's our episode. We are so happy y'all were here to join us. Shout out to the Patreon crew. If you want to join and be on our next live, we are having a live bonus episode. We do that every month as well. That'll be later on this month. It's not too late to join the Patreon and join on that because that's when we really be spilling the tea. Period. And I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about this month.
Yeah, we will. We absolutely will. And to Kendra's point, yes, that definitely will be after the live because no airtime.
You killing me. You are killing me. That needs to be like a sound. No airtime. But yeah, y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us today. We hope
Yes.
y'all love the show. Make sure you follow us everywhere. And that's it. That's all I got. You got anything else for the piece, Myra?
Yeah. No. Come hang out if you love like some gaming and co-working stuff. By Myra P everywhere. And again, just come to the Patreon. If y'all need more, we got you.
Yeah, and I am Meg's got a plan everywhere. Don't follow me if you don't want to hear about politics. Bye, y'all. Have a great week.
That goes for me too, and planners and wine, obviously. But yes. Bye.